This is my first parade that is in honor of me. I've ridden in the Denver Fair Parade before, but this is definitely a first, so we'll see how it goes. It's very humbling, a little, I'm not embarrassing at the same point, but of course, from my perspective, I don't think it's necessary, but it is definitely a great way to show the community of Denver and Cocalico community on a whole how grateful I am for their support, and so I'm doing it more so to thank the people of this community rather than, to show off what I've done. It's more about the community. Growing up, I've lived here my whole life, and all through my high school sports, just the following of my career. Letters, I've gotten so many letters, emails from people. I had a blog going on during the Olympics, and I know hundreds of people read that and then, would call or email me about that and make comments. And, just coming to games when I was in college and high school and things like that, and just very supportive and all their prayers and thoughts for safety and success. And they've just been very, kind of the backbone of my success. College field hockey was a big step up from high school. So that first season, it's kind of a shocker with how much faster the game is, how much more physical, things like that. But it was I had a very grueling 4 years of college, played at Old Dominion, and Beth Anders, the head coach at Old Dominion, is one of the toughest coaches in college history, and also the most winningest. So we had a good program going on and a lot of hard work. And in college, it's where I definitely grew as a player and also as a person. Just the toughness that we had to develop to work that hard and to compete for 4 years. I mean, it was an all year round sport. So, you didn't get much time off except for maybe Thanksgiving and Christmas break. So just learning the skills, things like that, and just really propelled me and put me in a good position to try out for the national team. The Olympics was, I think, my 10th maybe trip overseas just in the last 2 years with the U.S. field hockey team. I started in January of 2007 is when I officially joined the team. I had practiced with them in and out for a couple years while I was in college, but I wanted to focus on my college team and not pursue my individual career, but help my team be better at college. So I didn't join the team or anything like that. But I did have some opportunities to train with them. My first tour with the international team was in April of 2007 to Holland, and ever since then I've been to eight countries, 4 continents, played in over 50 games, and it's just been a great 2 years, and I think back and I'm like, I can't believe all the places I've actually been to in such a short amount of time. So you kind of forget about everywhere you've been. Beijing was just kind of overwhelming when you look back on it. There was just so much going on every day. Something exciting was going on. There were so many high-profile athletes and people competing there. That was just, we were in awe just to be part of it. You kind of forgot that you were there to compete in a hockey tournament. The first week we were there was just kind of pure craziness. We got to see the Great Wall right away, and just getting used to living in the village and being around all the athletes and all the people from different countries, and just kind of the grandness of everything kind of caught you off guard. We kind of knew what to expect, but you can never really prepare for that as a first-time Olympian. So it was definitely, full of excitement and joy. And then once our tournament started, we kind of made it just like any other tournament. We were really focused, didn't really go outside the village, just focused on hockey then. But that first week there was pretty wild. There are so many great things about it, but definitely opening ceremonies. I think it's just it's like being on the world stage. The whole world is watching it, and a lot of people tune in for that, no matter what sport, what country they are looking for. And just walking into that stadium, just the feeling of walking in and seeing all those people cheering for your country and cheering for you was just overwhelming, just pure, goosebumps for like 30 minutes while we walked around. And, watching the torch being lit was definitely something incredible that I will never forget.
Did you meet any memorable athletes
when
you were there?
I met quite a few. I said I was going to write a list down so I wouldn't forget them, but I never got to it. I did put a lot of it in my blog, so hopefully I'll go back and look. But we met a lot of the men's basketball team, so the NBA players like Kobe Bryant, LeBron James, Coach K from Duke. He was the coach of the team. We met Lindsay Davenport, Rafael Nadal, and Roger Federer. Like a lot, just Michael Phelps. Met Michael Phelps, and a lot of track runners. Can't remember their names,
but dripping wet.
No, we met him at lunch. It was actually before the competition started, so we hardly even recognized him because he had some facial hair going on. It didn't really look like him. We thought maybe he was in disguise, but Yeah, so we got to meet a lot of neat people. Today is just kind of, a welcome home and an honoring, and I'm very appreciative for that. But just the way U.S. field hockey has represented our country the last 2 years, I just hope that getting back to the Olympics for the first time in 12 years, I really hope it's an inspiration to the younger generation of field hockey players. It is a growing sport in our country. It's not, a huge sport right now, but the last couple years it's really been starting to take off in different areas, and I'm hoping to be just a positive role model, something for girls to create their own dreams through. Look at what our team did this year and getting back to the Olympics, and hopefully we didn't medal, but hopefully the next couple years when this younger group of kids in our country comes up and they'll see that we have a chance, and they'll maybe be able to do something incredible.
How important do you think participating in sports is for girls?
Oh,
what do you think it does for
I
girls?
think it creates helps them create themselves as a mature person. I mean, today's society, there's so much going on, and I think any kind of athletic or any kind of community involvement doesn't have to be a sports, because not everyone's into that, but any kind of involvement in something will just help them focus their time and energy onto something positive, and it'll help build stronger communities. And athletics, I've discovered, really provides you with a chance to develop character, because you're tested physically and mentally, and you form great bond with teammates and things like that. So it kind of helps you discover that there's more to it than just yourself.